So today I'd like to talk about what we can do in order to inject a little bit more happiness into your everyday lives. So I'm not talking to those people who are going through a massive crisis right now. I'm talking to those where life is already pretty good. But what can we do in order to notice or in order to feel these kind of sensations of happiness? So often I give people my 5 L's. So what do these 5 L's stand for? First of all, it's about letting things go. Second, lower expectations. Then living in the moment, loving yourself. And last but not least, it's about looking around as to what is already great and noticing what is great. So let's go and unpack this a little bit. The first one, letting go. What I'm talking about is letting go of perfectionism, letting go of those things that are just not working for you, actually noticing when things are enough. We don't always have to have more. We can also just go, it's enough, it's good enough. It's actually pretty great. The second one, it's about lowering expectations. So research shows that if we have these really high expectations or unrealistic expectations, and then what actually happens at the end of the day is this, and there's this discrepancy in terms of where we're at versus what we're expecting, it can generate these negative emotions. So it is about setting realistic expectations. And then when that gets met at the end of the day, it generates positive emotions. So for example, our to-do list, instead of piling things on this to-do list, let's kind of lower these kind of expectations of what we can do in one day and minimize the things on our to-do list. And then when they're met at the end of the day, we can feel pretty good about this. The other one is about living in the moment. And I feel this is a big one. It's about being present in the here and now. So we can go and walk to work and there's this great musician playing this beautiful song, but sometimes we're too much in our mind, or we've got this tunnel vision about going and heading to where we're heading that we don't even notice or hear the music. So it's about taking those moments and take them in and seeing the all moments, like, wow, this is actually great here. The other one is about loving yourself. So obviously we can give ourselves a lot of care. Eating healthy, going to yoga, meditation, exercising, but it's also about our negative mindset. I believe we can be our own worst enemy. So there is this kind of little negative voice constantly talking to us and saying, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't be doing this, you're not good enough, you're gonna fail anyway. So instead of listening to that voice, it's also about saying, stop, no more. I am gonna give it my all. I'm great at what I'm doing and I'm gonna try my very best and see what happens. And then last but not least, it is about looking around and notice what is already great. See what you can be actually grateful for. So at the end of the day, I might sit there and I could be thinking of all the things I didn't do. Should have done more washing or the dishes, or should have sent 3 more emails at work. But instead of that, try to see what was really great about today. So, hey, all my kids are asleep. They're healthy. And last but not least, we had many happy moments throughout today. So I hope that's useful. So please be mindful of the 5 L's, which are letting things go, lower your expectations, live in the moment, love yourself, and last but not least, look at what is already great. So I hope that's useful. For now, keep loving yourself and others.